Hello everyone, I'm Nashonje Sampita once again, here to discuss with you Module 7, particularly photojournalism. You understand Module 7, we are discussing multimedia journalism, where we tell stories using quite a number of content developed under multimedia. And this content may be in form of text, images, videos, or audio. Now, under photojournalism, we know a photojournalist is someone or a reporter who uses a camera to tell stories. Today, I've come with the camera to demonstrate to you how we can actually have compelling images and also capture visuals that will tell the kind of story that we want to share to the public. So this is Canon 5D Mark III. This is how it looks. I'll pull it closer. Now, it's first of all off. And as a photojournalist, you must understand how does this camera work. To give you a clear picture of a camera is like a soldier in the field, and they have their gun. For in this case, for a photojournalist, your gun is the camera. For you to be able to use it effectively, you must know how it operates. Now, turning on the camera is there are buttons on your left hand side. It's an off and on button. When you understand now you've turned it on, you can't still use it because you realize your lens, which is the eye of the camera, is covered. So you'll have to remove the cover. When you remove the cover, perhaps you can't still use the camera because you don't understand how it operates. So for the basics of a camera, for a starter like you and me, you'll need to understand three components. We're talking of the shutter speed, the ISOs, and the aperture. The three main settings that I've talked about are also known as the exposure triangle. So, now we are starting with understanding ISOs. ISOs is one of the main settings on a camera that controls the sensitivity light that hits the camera's image sensor. Here is briefly how it works. Low ISO, which is between 100 and 400, is best for bright lighting condition, which produces the least amount of digital noise, called grains in images. Medium ISO, which is between 800 to 1600, is suitable for general purpose photography, balance noise, and image quality. High ISO, which is 3200 to 6400, is ideal for low light conditions, amplifies the signal, but may introduce more digital noise. Setting number 2 is the aperture. Aperture, first of all, refers to the size of the camera's lens opening and closing that controls the amount of light hitting the image sensor. The aperture related to the eye of the camera, which is the lens. Now, it's measured in f-stops. It can be f2.8, f4, f5.6, and more. A small f-stop value, for example, f2.8 means a large aperture opening, allowing more light in and creating a shallow depth of field to the subject. Now, this may give you a blurry background. A large f-stop value, for example f16, means a small aperture opening, allowing less light in and creating a deep depth of field. More of the image is in focus. By adjusting the aperture, you can control the amount of light entering the camera and the depth of field in your image. Now we come to setting number 3, the shutter speed. This refers to the length of time the camera's shutter is open, and it's measured in seconds or fractions of a second. For example, 1 out of 100 or 1 out of 200. Now, how does the shutter speed operate? Fast shutter speed, which is 1 out of 1000 and above, it can freeze fast-moving subjects and capture sharp images in bright light. Medium shutter speed, which is 1 out of 100 to 1 out of 200, it will give you general purpose photography, which I'll advise you to use, and also create a sense of blurry motion. Slow shutter speeds, 1 second and above, will capture low light images and create motion blur or artistic effects. For example, light trails or water flow. So by adjusting the shutter speed, you can control the amount of light that enters the camera, creating different effects and capturing images in various situations. Thank you very much, and I hope this has helped you conceptualize and understand how the camera works.